me, it's the best evaluating tool that we have. But of all the camps we went and the thousands of kids we saw, you know, we only get down to what 14 kids that we end up signing them. It takes kissing a lot of frogs to get to the ones that really fit us and honestly that we fit them. And there's a lot of good guys out there that we offered that found places that for whatever reason fit them better. It's about finding the right fit for both sides.
What's why, in your mind, when you look at try to evaluate a recruiting class, when's the right time to do that? A couple of years down the road? Or?
Yeah. Now it's just numbers on a page, and they're all great. We love them all, and it's all highlight films and high fiving and chest bumping. I mean, you really don't know. They got to come in, they got to mix in, they got to fit in, they got to adapt and contribute. If they don't contribute, then somewhere along the way we missed it. And they're not all going to be starters. It's not possible. They're not all going to be All-Americans or All-Conference. Some of these guys' roles are going to be small but still important. And so as long as they're a productive part of the team, then it was worth getting them here. Now, the guys that blow it out and have huge careers, they're easy to pick and they're easy to see, during the process. It's the guys that have maybe more subtle roles that are still, really integral in winning that maybe sometimes are harder to identify. But I don't think you ever want to say, I mean, I know we always do it this time of year, great class, huge numbers and all that, but you really don't know for a while down the road as they develop.
Obviously, you kind of got to see in camp, but like you said, you've got a lot of JUCO guys that you're looking to play for right away. Anyone specific that you want to elaborate on, maybe that you think?
We don't take a transfer unless we feel like he can make an impact right now. If he comes in and he doesn't, then we obviously misevaluated, or they obviously didn't work to the level that we need them to. So every one of those guys is anticipated to come in and play a role, and that I thought the biggest impact we made a year ago was all the transfer guys that came in. Every one of them was a significant player. Not all starters. You take a guy like Brandon Berg, who was not a starter. We knew coming in really his role would be to be a solid number 2, but that guy got us through three games that we won with him on the field, and so those D linemen, those safeties, a guy like Chris Murray who wasn't a starter early but was a true impact player late. That's the purpose of bringing guys in that are transfers, whether either from another Division I or junior college, and that's the exact same approach we took this year. Don't take them unless they can impact our team immediately, and I feel like we did that in every area. Now they got to come in and do it, and we'll look back, a year from this time next year and really be able to answer that question: did we bring in the right guys or not? On paper and on video and through the recruiting process, we feel like we did. So you ask me which one, every single one needs to help our team next fall for us to win the games we want to win, which is all of them. And that's the plan.
Secondary depth, another area you felt like you needed to.
Yeah, a little bit, and it's still a concern, obviously. Losing Bo Cinnamore to the ankle injuries, and I'm just, if he's listening, I'm not giving up hope that he's going to decide that retirement's not really the answer. But, it is. It's a concern, and we're going to graduate some guys there too. And with the offenses that we see in the league, as many people are spread out and throwing it, and we're going to see, we're going to take App State off the schedule this year, and they're going to put Troy on it, and Troy's going to throw it every down pretty much. We're going to be stressed back there, and we were this year. And you saw it a lot down the stretch at the end. So, yeah, it's a concern, and we got to keep addressing it as best as possible. I still would love to see another guy or two in that room. I just don't know that we're going to get the luxury of placing them in there now before the fall. It just depends on if we can get lucky enough to have somebody else end up in our path that would kind of fit that non-traditional recruiting area that we got some guys last year.
Anything else, guys?
You're kidding me.
I guess I got one more.
Oh, I knew it. Come on.
You talked about it a little bit earlier, but kind of just specifically the 5, or I guess technically it's 4 new receivers, but you said a lot of speed. What is that group? Because like you kind of talked about it yourself, it seems like losing JD, Trez, and the list goes on. That's a group that you're going to need a lot from maybe right away. Like
we didn't play great day one, and we have gradually, at one point in this system of what we're doing, and you can kind of see it if you watch Carolina play right now, really, really big guys on the outside, 6'4", 6'5" type guys. We were giving up some speed at times, and just the way the system has changed offensively and just some of the things we're doing execution-wise, it has become even more and more important every day to be as fast as possible. And I felt like that this year in our league, within our league, our team speed was evident. Other coaches would make comments about it, either before or after playing us, that our speed was something that they could see. It was a problem. Well, I don't know if these guys are going to make the plays that both JD and Trez made at wideout, and I don't know if our tight ends are going to make plays that Grizz made, and obviously Mike, those guys made a lot of plays. But on paper, in terms of what they're capable of, we have ramped it up another notch in terms of just pure out speed on the field. There's not a guy in that room that can't absolutely fly. And if you spread those guys out 3 and 4 wide with guys like Looper that run 20-something in the 200 and is a 25.5-foot long jumper, and Chris Murray, who y'all saw this year, may have been the fastest guy on the field. Kendall Sanders was a 4'3", 4'4" guy in high school. McInnes is 6'5" and a 4'4" guy. Chris Booker is 4'3", 4'4". The speed across the board gives us a chance to be dynamic. Now they got to make plays, and not one of them's made a play yet. So I don't want to crown any of them, but we did make some huge strides in overall team speed, and I like the combination of that